He looks me dead in the eyes and says, you're just so cute, and I think I really love you. I stood there so happy. I turned to Slenderman and say, I love you too, Slendy. He loves me tighter in response. I'm immediately pushed out of his bed with him on top of me. He starts to form a mouth out of his face. I laid still under his big, tall, hot, sexy, juicy, delicious, mouth-watering, good-looking, gorgeous, awesome, tight, well-built, beautiful...
Brad Pitt? God damn, dude.
Beautiful, sculpted, cute, yummy abs.
Yeah, George Clooney.
I couldn't help but keep my eyes away when I saw his abs. The next thing caught my attention the most. A large, tender bulge in his pants. Oh. I was so lost in a daze, but I had to moan to interrupt me. I moaned really loud when Slendy found my sweet spot. He teased me by nibbling, sucking, biting, licking, and breathing on it. I was getting tired of it, so I took control. I rolled us over where I was on top, not him anymore. I couldn't help myself when I started to move back and forth on his bulge. Dry humping him, he let out a nice, deep, sexy, spicy moan out of his mouth.
Have a mouth.
He grew one, dude.
Oh,
come on.
I continued to take my shirt off while doing it. I throw my shirt somewhere in the unknown room, blatantly feel...
What are they, a fucking Burger King lobby or something? Come on, dude.
I instantly feel a pair of tentacles start to rip off my bra.
Oh,
I felt them squeeze my breast. Hard and rough. Then all of a sudden, one snap of Slendy's soapy fingers. Both of our clothes are now fully off. He flipped me over to where he was on top this time. I let out a snaky moan when one of his...
And I said, shit in my pussy.
Alright, guys. Welcome to the 301 Podcast. I'm Bryce Davis. That's Clayton McCorder.
What's up?
And that's Garrett Campbell.
what's good?
And if you haven't figured it out yet, today we're going to be talking about the absolutely...
Worst movie ever.
Yeah, actually, like, I don't think there's a redeeming thing to say about it, like, in any way, shape, or form.
Slenderman, the movie.
So, I guess it needs to be precursed with, like, all the stories around this stupid fucking movie. So, most people would know, if you know who Slenderman is, like, back in 2012, two fucking 12-year-olds took their friend out of the woods and knifed her up real quick. She didn't even die.
Come on, dude.
Just got stabbed like 37 fucking times and survived. But when they got arrested, the two girls who did it said that they were trying to prove their worth as proxies to Slenderman.
Yep.
Dr. Horny himself.
Dr. Horny himself. And so the movie Slenderman from, I guess, 2018. Goddamn, last year. That's insane. This movie feels like it's from like 2004 with how god awful that shit is. But it had a lot of production issues because, I mean, it being just a few years after all that shit happened, the whole premise before the cuts happened was going to be that the Slender Man gets in your brain like the fucking Woman in Black from that Daniel Radcliffe movie and makes you murk yourself. But that's like completely lost in this movie. It's like alluded to twice. Chloe, she like strangles herself in that one scene, but that's like really the only mention to what Slenderman actually does.
Yeah, they just kind of say that he takes kids.
Yeah, takes kids.
It.
Whereas in the original trailer, if anybody remembers at all, there was the scene of Chloe in the trailer is like shoves a scalpel into her eyeball.
Yeah.
And that was like gonna be like such a crazy scene or whatever, and it like even showed it in the restricted trailer because the movie was originally gonna be R, as it fucking should have been.
There should be no horror movie on this planet that's PG-13.
Yeah, fuck no. Ever since 1980 whatever, when Poltergeist came out, that was the only one worth a shit, PG-13. But
I couldn't make it through that when we tried watching it in that hotel.
Yeah, I mean it's alright. It's not exactly, I mean, with us having movies like Annabelle Creation, Conjuring, fucking Veronica, Autopsy of Jane Doe, like, the way those things scare you is just so far past shit like Poltergeist. Especially if you didn't see it as a kid and it scared the fuck out of you.
Definitely.
Trying to watch it now, it's ass. Just like trying to watch this fucking movie.
Yes. This movie is bad.
But no, so they had to, they actually, the father of the victim of that thing that happened to 2012 reacted to the trailer, like publicly talked to the press and was like, this is just prolonging the suffering of all the families involved. So they had to like recut it and took away the R rating and took away a lot of the more violent scenes. And by more violent, I mean like there's nothing on screen at all. Well, but then again, even in the story, nothing fucking happens. Like 3 people go missing and you have no fucking idea what happens. It doesn't even like begin to hint at all what happened. They're just missing. It says he took them, but nobody knows what that
where
means.
His sex dungeon, bro, or
his sex mansion.
According to the wonderful Slenderman Lemon that I read at the start, and in case you're wondering, that is titled "You Are So Cute," Slenderman Lemons by Anonymous on Reddit. So there you go, guys. Just top-notch content right there. But so, I guess to go into like probably the most jarring, shitty part of the whole movie was the camera.
it was so bad.
Yeah.
Instantly, I knew the movie was gonna be bad.
You can give it whatever. We'll fucking give it a benefit of the doubt that there was a lot of cuts to the story and stuff.
Yeah.
But the violence being taken out, still, there's no story at all. It just and it goes. It just like within the first fucking 7 minutes.
How long was this movie? Hour 30?
Yeah, just
It literally felt like a fucking 35-minute movie, but in the worst way possible.
yeah. It was like watching like a stupid after-school special. It like seemed like it was trying to say something, but it never fucking said anything.
It really reminded me of the movies that I would write as a 12-year-old. It had the exact same pacing, exact same lack of story, exact same horrendous dialogue.
Yeah, it seems like some movie executive had his like 12-year-old son explain Slenderman to him, and they made that into a fucking movie.
So are you saying this man shits in her pussy, or she shits his pussy, then he fucks her? Honestly, I'm confused. Honestly, just go with both. No one's good.
But there was plenty of pussy shit.
Yes,
in this
there was.
movie. But no, but
God, this drink sucks, dude.
to get
That drink is good.
to get shout out to Bacardi real quick.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you, Bacardi Limon. But that fucking shot, specifically where we were like halfway through the movie and the camera work was just normal, and then the main girl and her edgy friend have that confrontation, and the camera is literally outside of a window looking in, and not even like dividing in an artistic way.
Yeah.
It's just like blurry.
Yeah, just like the frame blurs.
Every once in a while,
the
the
shot.
sun like gets in the way, and it like fucking looks like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's classic J.J. Abrams like lens,
but not on
shit.
purpose.
The direct next scene has that weird ass lens flare we
Yeah.
all noticed, but it is not at any other point in the movie.
No,
because J.J. Abrams uses it like stylistically
Yeah,
sometimes.
and it looks good.
I can
whenever he
remember
does
that,
it.
like right at the start of the final fight in like Transformers 1,
Yeah.
the glare from the sun is there, and it's like all sick.
What it
But
reminds
no,
me
it
is-
wasn't that.
They rented the high school to film the movie in, and only the actors were allowed inside, and the cameramen and all that were only allowed outside. So they were filming outside in, and every once in a while the sun got away.
I
It
wish
felt
that was
like
it,
they-
but at other points, they like in that scene there was a camera angle in the building. They
Yeah.
just switched to outside.
for no reason.
It really felt like they were trying to do like a sort of more art house style, like cool camera shot that just did not pan out in any way.
Exactly, and it was like at no other point in the movie did they do that.
No.
It was like at random, like a different cameraman was in charge
It's,
for 10 minutes.
it's like they fucking suck at making movies.
Yes,
Whoever made
yes.
this fucking movie blows.
Yeah, can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
They did a terrible job, even giving you the fact that, like, I mean, even the vast difference you can see from trailer number 1 to trailer number 2, because trailer number 2 is almost just that final bullshit scene of the girl screaming for Hallie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so poorly acted. Fuck that. But no, even with like keeping in mind that there's so much cut, I wouldn't have fucking cared because the story is still butt paper.
It's like it's a video game. The video game really fucking blew. It's like building a house on a really, really, really shitty foundation.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Slenderman, the video game, doesn't have like the whole scary part is you don't have any clue what's going on at all. You don't
You're
even
just
know.
looking for
you don't know
pieces of
what's
paper on
coming.
trees.
You don't know where you're going. But like this explains it and like says that Slenderman's like some fucking version of Loki that steals kids. Or
Yeah.
I don't know what that scene was fucking talking
It was
about.
to me. It seemed like it was trying to throw him into into old mythology. And
Yeah,
stuff,
they
and it
did
just
this
did not
the
work.
thing from Sinister.
Yeah,
But Sinister is using the entire lore of a real demon.
Also,
Whereas Slenderman, they just found a demon that kinda sounded like the idea of Slenderman.
and the whole fact of the matter is, Slenderman was originally a character created in a contest on some old forum back in like 2008.
but fucking even in the fucking movie where they're showing whatever dumb cunt's name was looking up the movie, the Photoshop was so bad. It was so off-putting.
Those were the original Photoshops
But
from the original
even in
contest.
the scene right before that,
They're so bad.
I
when the
know.
dude asks the main girl Hallie on a date, and she's seeing Slenderman emerge from the trees, it looked like ass.
Yeah.
It was literally like a cartoon, not in a cartoon setting. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah, the CG effects in this were definitely not the best.
They had a fucking $45 budget and they blew half it on Taco Bell, and they're like, oh no,
Yeah,
oh no, what did we do?
definitely seems that way.
Yeah, and so when there's so much continuity errors, like the girl Chloe, it like shows her like go to strangle herself and then never see her again after that scene, right?
Yeah.
So
Where did that bitch go? She was in the house all spooky-eyed.
yeah,
And then-
Yeah, you
did
just don't see her
Yeah,
again.
after she did that and freaked out, it did not show her again. And,
Yeah.
But so if that's what the Slenderman does, what did he do to the chick at the start? Because she just like
She just disappeared.
Disappeared.
Just put her in
Yeah.
the tree, bro. She's
just like
Yeah.
got yanked into a tree, I guess.
I wonder if she's a cool tree.
Oh, and
I bet she's a shitty ass tree.
She's like a
even
spruce.
okay, so even if we like take a step back and don't and like try to like think in with the characters and stuff, I hated how flip flop they were between believing Slenderman was real and wasn't. Because that girl Ren, the whole time, she was like so adamant that that's what happened.
Yeah.
But they like go on an excursion with like their medallions and shit, like their special things to them, and offer it to Slenderman. And then after that, Ren is having to convince the main character again
Yeah.
that Slenderman's real. Like, why would you have gone there and freaked out? And like the other girl got taken while they were
Yeah.
there, and showed up later. And it's like they're not like it. And then 2 minutes later, they're acting like Slenderman wasn't real. Like he was obviously real in that scene.
I mean, it's poor writing, but you can kind of chalk it up to dumb
Poor
teenager
writing?
stuff. Yeah, I mean, definitely poor writing, but I mean, like, you can kind of suspend your disbelief and think, oh, they're just teenagers being dumb teenagers. I mean,
Being
Clay,
mad
you and
funny.
I used to do that shit back in high school, go scare ourselves out in the middle of nowhere. Used to,
Yeah, but we were horny then. They weren't.
we were very horny then.
I
that's
don't know,
true.
dude. When
And
with
her
the
and
only
Tom-
scene with Tom and the main
Ooh,
chick,
yeah.
they're not even dating. They haven't even talked. He asks her on their first date, and as soon as they are in the house building together, start making out.
start playing some shitty ass like Bob Seger blues
Yeah.
rock and
Yeah,
like,
it's
then
like
they
some
just get,
Santana ripoff.
and then just getting mad horny all of a sudden.
If only that's how it went back in the day for us.
Yeah, I play shitty Bob Seger blues rock, and my fucking dad just takes off my pants. Like, come on, dude.
Or when they were fucking looking at the Slenderman website that had
Yeah.
all of the like children disappearing videos. Who keeps that site up? Who uploads the footage? Is like Slenderman a hacker?
Slendy.
Oh yeah,
Slendy.
it's Slenderman himself, bro.
Slenderman himself is
He's
on
got
the
like
web?
8 tentacles. Obviously, one of them has a camcorder.
And they're all penises.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they all nut.
I
Maybe
hope
you're-
the 7th one doesn't nut, dude. I can't handle 8 nuts. I need 7 nuts.
And then, why did it not... How the fuck did the girl goes missing at the start with her alcoholic dad, showing up the next day when just 2 young girls are home, and like attacks them, and then the next day, the group of girls sneaks into his house and he's home.
Yeah, he's not in jail.
Yeah, how the fuck? When it showed the dad, while they were getting arrested, the dad of the girls who got attacked, he was mad as fuck. You know that rich white motherfucker pressed charges on that hillbilly.
Oh yeah, he 1000% should have.
Also, what's up with the girl trying to mad fuck him at his front door?
Yeah, for real.
Like, I don't do anything.
Like Queen Joey King trying
get
to
the fuck off my porch, bitch. I don't want your stank ass pussy over here.
Like, honestly, girl, this is just really depressing. Do you not understand that, like, my daughter is missing? What the fuck?
You're her best friend. I do not want to plow.
I will plow, though.
Oh, yeah.
But I won't like it. But I will fuck you,
I'll
dude.
just be really upset about it the whole time.
I don't know. We might have to find out if I won't be upset, honestly.
Is it time for some more...
Slenderman lemons. I don't know about that. I actually have a quote from the movie. It's probably like definitely my least favorite quote from the movie.
Hit me.
How come Jesus hates me?
But I couldn't help myself by screaming out when he banged his hard dick inside of me. God, dude. Literally, this fucking lemons
banged his hard dick inside of me.
I read exactly what it says.
Good Christ.
Banged his hard dick inside of me.
Do you think he has a human dick?
I think, honestly...
I think it's human, but I think it's like paper-like.
It's almost always described as a tendril. So I believe it is like one of his many appendages.
I'm just imagining him as an octopus right now.
That's what you saw in the movie. He was like an octopus tree.
I'm just imagining him scooping out cum out of my boy pussy with his tentacles, bro. It's like a little ice cream cone, bro.
Oh, now I'm just picturing like
what flavor?
A little kid eating ice cream and Slenderman just taking his ice cream away
with his penis, bro.
With his soapy fingers. Fuck.
Fucking. I just love how shittily even the fan fiction, sex fiction is written. Because it sounds like about as logical as the script in that stupid fucking movie.
Well, I mean, at least those fan fictions have the excuse that they're written by 15-year-old horny girls.
Yeah, whereas
that movie was written by a professional writer.
Yeah, had a team of fucking writers that wrote ass.
Exactly. There's no excuse for that.
Oh, and how they had the edgy girl, like, so toned down. With, like, the little sister's like, I wore that shirt you gave me to school. I got sent to the principal's office. And the edgy girl's like, oh, yeah, rock on, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Get sent to the principal's office. Get sent home.
I did like that the edgy girl was the only... Well, it was the use of the single PG-13 fuck. I appreciate that.
I missed it, dude.
What?
I missed the fuck.
Yeah, I guess you did, because when she's confronting Main Girl about how Main Girl's going to go hang out with Tom, she said something like, blah, blah, blah,
There's
blah,
fucking
blah.
shit in my pussy, dude.
There's fucking shit in my pussy, and you're going to go hang out with Tom.
Literally, I was in the woods last night, saw his face, there wasn't a face, pussy filled with shit.
Exactly.
I was just thinking, you know those watermelon scoopers you like ball out watermelons with?
Yeah.
Really good, get shot out of your pussy.
If you don't follow the shit
I'm
in my
sorry,
pussy
God.
quote,
I didn't mean to be this smart, but
the shit in my pussy quote is from our kings in the last podcast on the left. So I played the game. Did either of you play the game?
No,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We all did back in the day.
Yeah, so the first time I ever played the game, I was like, I must have been like a freshman in high school.
2012,
yeah, something way back in the day, probably like 2012, 2011 maybe. And I lived at the end of a cul-de-sac near the pecan orchards in Roswell, so it's like woods out in the middle of essentially just nowhere, plains, New Mexico. So I think I was playing by myself the first time, so I decided to turn off all my lights at like 11:30 at night, opened up my window so I could hear the wind whistling and I could see the fucking creepy ass forest outside my window, and I played the game, and I took like 6 steps in the game and I started crying and had to turn all my lights on.
So we were all at my friend Seth's house. We were probably like in 8th grade. I would assume that's when the fuck that was. And they had all played it and I hadn't played it, so they got me to play it. And so like I was afraid at first, especially because you can like walk into like the public restroom.
Yeah.
That's like a particularly frightening sequence. And like you like take the page and I like turned around and Slenderman was like right there and like, but he doesn't like lunge.
No, it's
so like
just
it wasn't
the
He
noise.
just
scary.
screams,
So,
yeah.
like more of anything than being scared, I was just like confused. And so I was just like, what the fuck? And then he like just zooms in and then it's over. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's dumb. That's how that movie felt.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
every
it-
single time. Yeah, like every single time he gets anybody, there's never. I don't think there's a jump scare.
No, there's
the
not a
movie
jump
at
scare
all.
in the whole movie. No.
Damn,
It's-
and that's all that movie
I
should
mean,
have
it was
been.
pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
Was pretty scary looking at that fucking camera work. It was.
That was probably the scariest part of the whole damn movie.
It's like, what are you fuckers doing, dude?
I mean, it was pretty scary when Slenderman looked and was like, if I go faster, then I get to come inside you. That means you will be mine, and I promise to cherish you forever, boo.
How long is forever with Slenderman? Like,
Forever. Ever and ever, bro.
When I say I'm going to fuck you forever, it only means like 16 more years till we die, bro.
No, I don't mean like adult forever. I mean like first girlfriend in middle school. Love you forever, boo boo. Forever.
Love you,
Forever
Alex.
And ever.
Oh. Like another 3 days.
You don't even deserve a name drop, bitch.
Whore.
Ouch.
Fuck you, mom. Come on, dude.
That is what we would refer to as non-PC, first-time drunk, Garrett Campbell.
What's up, homie Hopper? I know you're listening.
Ooh, use the OG insult homie hopper, dude.
I'm drunk.
No, but, so now, the big question. The question everyone listening to any podcast ever would be looking for. Who would win in a fight? Slenderman versus the Pee Poo Poo Man.
Alright.
Well, so
Who wants to take this first, Clay?
I'll take it first. So
Okay.
I didn't watch Pee Pee Poo Poo Man.
No, you didn't. You were asleep like a coward.
You drunk passed out during it.
Okay, but Slenderman also seems like there's 2 out of 3 people without shirts on in this room, by the way.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, let's give you a good.
Okay.
Please continue, Clay.
Didn't watch Pee Pee Poo Poo Man, but Slenderman seems like a real fucking pussy. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I could kick his ass in a Target parking lot, no questions asked. Really, if he wasn't such a big pussy. And honestly, I don't want to mess up his suit, but I digress.
But dude, like, I mean, a good thing to think about though. What if he hits you with his lustful control and you just start to ride him? You can't even control yourself because his hips are moving and you just can't even stop.
Slenderman does seem more horny, so he wins.
Yeah, what if Slenderman fucks the Bye Bye Man?
Fuck. See, my
What does
thinking...
Bye Bye Man look like? Does he look horny?
I don't think they ever show him.
Does he
looks like-
look horny?
Looks like Ron from Farmers.
Not horny. Okay.
What the fuck does Ron look like?
Not horny.
Like the fucking Pee Pee Poo Poo Man, Garrett, keep up. It shows him like 10 times when he's sitting in the library and he's just slowly teleporting closer to him.
Okay, Slenderman.
You get to see his full-on face.
Slenderman wins because no one's ever stabbed their childhood friend because of Bye Bye Man.
Oh.
Excuse you, that one dude fucking shotgun blasted his whole family. That's in canon.
But that's a movie. That's not real life.
What do you mean?
Those 2 girls stabbed their friend in real life.
What? Are you saying the movie we just watched isn't real?
Yeah, what are you
What?
saying?
What?
What are you saying, Garrett?
Are you telling me Slenderman's not real? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
It's kind of cool how we have to kick him off the podcast forever.
Yeah,
So
dude.
we're looking for a 3
Well, bye, y'all.
third person.
Yeah, it can't be 2 on one podcast. That's just That's just a 3.
It's just going to be Bryce and I just fucking hate fucking each other.
So I think...
Yeah, wait, let's just see how this sounds on audio.
Oh my god, that is putrid. Jesus Christ.
I hope you heard it.
I did. I'm the only one wearing monitors in this room. So I firmly believe that the pee-pee poo-poo man...
It smells like ass in this room,
It
bro.
does smell like ass in this
It's
room.
probably my ass.
Bryce was butt-ass naked when I walked in with all the shit. Yeah.
Do anything for the meme, brother.
But I think the pee-pee poo-poo man would win in a fight because he has the ability to jump scare, which Slenderman apparently does not have.
No jump scares in the movie.
No
That's
jump
true.
scares in the
I
entire
think they
movie.
might have tried, though, and we just didn't notice.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they attempted. And it
At
just
least they had
didn't
an
work.
ominous, like literally, the only, at least in Pee Pee Poo Poo Man, I guess if now we're just comparing the movies instead of the character, well, for one, Pee Pee Poo Poo Man has a Cerberus.
Yes, that's so
And
much scarier than a tree.
At least when they have
Is that a word for virginity? That's weird.
no, but when the crawl space opens in fucking Pee Pee Poo Poo Man and you see the Cerberus's eyes,
That's
at
pretty
least
scary.
That was kind of scary. Even
pretty
from
unsettling.
1 to 10, even if that was a 3,
Yeah.
there's not even a part that's a 1 in Slenderman.
No.
There was no suspense at all.
The
and
only
the whole
part-
movie was lit. There was like almost no darkness. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess when they're in the fucking
The forest.
the woods, but it still has like the
Full moon,
the
yeah.
full moon floodlight. Like that shit was dumb as fuck.
The only part that I could remotely see as being scary in the Slenderman movie is towards the very end when I guess it's the last scene when in the hospital you first see this girl with super long hair sitting in a bathtub. The hair's hitting the floor and there's an attendant combing her hair and you're like, oh, okay, that's creepy. Jump cut later on to the very last scene of the movie. The girl turns to look at you and her whole face is carved out. That could have been so much scarier than
doesn't
it
even
was.
look carved out though. Maybe if it was
like a
gruesome,
C.
it looks like one of those thumb people
She
from
looks-
Spy Kids.
She
It
looks like,
does.
She looks like the moon pie.
That's a pretty good description. But that could have been so much scarier had they like built up on that and like explained who that girl was in any way, shape,
No,
or
it's just
form.
supposed
And especially every time you see Slenderman like come out, he never like appears. It's always like
you'll always see him.
he just like builds out of like a tree or just like starts walking down the hall or something.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, that
like if
dude
you
was
were
being-
just focusing like on a window and then bam, there's his face.
Oh, that's
That would've
something
been cool.
to think about.
Slenderman would be so scary at a Home Depot nursery, honestly.
Man, now if you
damn.
think about it in slash fic terms,
Ooh.
Slenderman
maybe
is
he
one-
was just trying to have sex the whole time, and that's why he was so upset.
We've been saying this the whole time he's horny, dude.
Because that's what, literally the final line that the main girl says is she opens her arms in front of Slenderman and says,
Take me, bitch.
"Take me."
God, I would.
Oh no.
It's like when she was born, the nurse just got really mad at her and just squished her face.
Oh, poor main character actress.
Yeah, that's another thing to point out in this movie, that there's no star power.
Joey King is a queen. Thank
This
you
was
very
the
much.
first one.
Can't be a queen in
The
the
other
first.
horror movies Joey King was in were after this one. Wish Upon was the same year, but later. What else is she in at all? Besides, like, a fucking Nickelodeon movie, I'm sure.
Whatever that TV show that our man's Glenn tweeted us about. Shout out to Glenn.
Yeah, shout out to Glenn to pretending like this movie isn't just, like, the cinematic equivalent of the piece of toilet paper that rips so you
Aw.
wipe your hand on your fresh butthole.
Aw.
That's how watching this movie felt to my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time that I watched this, it was with you, Bryce, and I think it made it more fun because it was super late at night, I was super tired, and we were just laughing our asses off the whole time. This time was worse. Somehow. even though we were still laughing at it, I think it was so much worse because because you and I had seen it and we just knew how fucking boring it was.
Oh, so that is definitely something to really point out. Is for one, there's no tension.
No.
For what he is, because you know what he is in the first 5 fucking minutes. Because any person that is above the age of fucking 12 is familiar with the Slender Man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they directly say that it's the Slender Man within 4 minutes. If they just, if they hadn't said its name, if they they're gonna summon a ghost or something, and it
Ghost of the Forest.
if it had revealed it a little ways later, but as soon as Slender Man and it shows the tape and it's kind of like the second part of the Slenderman game, any fucking nerd like us, when you're just watching it, this movie blows fucking ass.
I know we've hammered this the whole entire time, but this movie sucks. So what happened to the fucking redhead? They never. I know we've already said this, but I was thinking just right now.
Okay, so
they
she
never
just disappears.
So just like Chloe, the redhead girl at the start, it's the whole thing is that they're looking for her, and then I swear to God, after that one scene when they're all together and they finally go try to summon Katie back.
Yeah.
They do not say the word Katie again. I swear.
Yeah,
they forgot.
No. It's not mentioned throughout the rest.
Literally,
of the film.
as soon as Chloe's gone, they don't say Chloe again. The jock says Chloe, and they're like, "Oh no, she's just sick."
Yeah.
And then it switches to the sister. It's they're so It's almost like they made the characters focused on eliminating the next character.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's very poorly written.
Okay, so everybody, from 1 to 10, what do you give Slenderman 2018?
1.
Aww.
It's not a 0 because you can tell they tried, but just because you tried doesn't mean it's good. 1. Solid 1. It was boring, made no sense, really fucking boring. Did I mention it's really fucking boring?
Yeah, if we hadn't had the help of Bacardi Sours, that would have been a fucking nightmare.
Shit my pussy bed, honestly.
So Clay is a solid shit my pussy out of 10. So, Garrett, what are you?
I'm going to give it... I think I'm going to match IMDb and give it a 3.
Okay, so I want to ask you this before you explain any further.
Okay.
What makes it a 3 and not a 1 or a 2? What elevates it to a 3?
The fact that I like the Slenderman mythos and that think that Joey King is attractive.
Okay,
pretend the actress, the acting quality was exactly the same.
Okay. But it was any other actress?
It was an ugly bitch.
Holy shit.
It was me.
I think you're attractive. Okay, if Joey King wasn't in it, it'd probably be a 1.5 or 2. Purely because I like the Slenderman mythos. That's really the only redeeming quality for me. I thought that it was very poorly written. I thought it was extremely boring. It seemed to somehow drag and go way too fast at the same time. I hated the fact that there was, they could have really built on the fact that the missing girl's dad just broke into the house out of nowhere, and they could have really built on that about how Slenderman makes the families go crazy and stuff like that, but no, they just skip it. They just skip over it. And they don't even send the dad to jail. He's just sitting there drunk in his house.
Yeah, one scene later.
Yeah, literally the next scene. But yeah, I objectively 1.5, 2. I think it's a steaming pile of shit.
Okay, so I'm just 100% going to give it just a 0. Not a 1, not a 2. I don't think that there's any part of this movie that's entertaining. I think that if we weren't watching it with the knowledge that it sucks, I think which I did, I went and saw it.
This is my first time watching it.
I went and saw it in the theater, just like a week ago when I went and saw La Llorona.
Yeah.
It's ass. It's absolute piss. There's not even if there was good acting, whatever, you don't know because the script is piss. It's horrible, awful. And there's no focus. Nothing ever happens. Nothing progresses in the story. And then definitely the fact that the parts that are in the trailer, not just trailer 1, but if you watch both trailers, even the after cut, there is scenes that are shown that are not even in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like they're like hyping it up to be any bit scary, and there's parts in the trailers that are scary that aren't even in the movie. Like literally 100%. Both trailers, both minute and a half long trailers, are scarier than that hour and a half.
Yeah. It's like it's like the Fast and Furious trailer. I don't remember what movie it's for, but Vin Diesel's character goes, "I'm in your face." Oh no! Sorry, he goes, "But not today." That it's not in that movie at all.
When did Vin Diesel turn into a butt rapist, dude? Come on.
Oh,
He's always been a butt rapist.
dude, I don't know. Groot.
Slander.
Groot coming with those Slenderman tentacles.
Never forget the time in high school, Clay and I drove out to the middle of fucking nowhere, Roswell, New Mexico, saw a black cat in the road, turned around and started crying about how Mothman was going to get us, and then we vowed to never go back there because it was serial butt rapist territory. Thank you. This has been 3-on-1 Podcast. Goodbye.
He started to thrust at an inhuman pace, started to bang me hard in my womanhood. I screamed out his name when I came on his dick. He just kept thrusting until he finally came inside of me. He pulled his hard dick out and laid beside me, just panting and starting to hug me. I felt a bacon being pulled up on me. I feel his tentacles. I love you so much, Slendy. Good night.